listen to this track, bitch.
Hey, yeah, boy. Hey, yeah. And like that, we back, man. Season 2 kickoff, man. Let me toast to y'all, man.
Congratulations.
Toast.
Season 2.
Thank you.
Yes.
We made it, season 2. We back. You
And
know
what
I'm
a
saying?
way to kick off season 2.
You
Jessica
feel me?
Dime, Drumma
My
Boy.
beautiful host.
The band.
The
And
Bam.
the special guest.
Yes.
The Bam in the building. What is do, man?
Yeah, thank y'all for having me, first of all.
No, thank you
No,
for
absolutely,
coming.
For
absolutely.
sure.
Come
I was
on, man.
excited when Drum was like, what you think about, can we get Bam? I was like, I would love that.
Yes.
Man, come
No, I
on, man. You know we
definitely
had a
appreciate
Bam. Come on,
And y'all
man.
know I ain't been podcasting around. I just been kind of, you
Hey,
know.
you ain't been
Fresh off the
horn
press.
around.
Yes.
Oh,
so,
man, we got to get into the goodies, man.
Period.
Yeah, we got to get
Definitely.
into some things. You know, we got a lot of history.
Absolutely.
So this is an
yes.
exciting one for me.
Love and
Yes.
hip hop.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Do
Shout out to
we-
Mona Scott, man.
Shout out
Yeah,
to Mona
shout out
Scott.
to Mona. I love me some Mona.
Yes, I
Yeah.
love
sure.
Mona too. I really appreciate the opportunity.
Yeah.
I've been
Mona
kicking it
gave
with
me.
Mona lately, man.
Oh,
you
have
know
you?
what I'm
Okay,
saying?
Mona.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
where y'all been at? Drum, tell us what's been going on now. We need to
Man,
get
you
into
know,
some
it's
things.
it's a
Before we
few
get with the band, we
things,
gotta
you
get
know.
into
I
the
can't,
tea.
you
What's
know,
been
Period.
going
we
on?
can't say too much.
Oh,
you know
wow,
what I'm
you
saying?
can't say.
But it's, you know, Mona always got something in the brew.
Yeah, she
She got
absolutely
something in the
does.
pot.
That
Jack.
part.
You know what I mean? So, you know, a beautiful woman.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Powerful. You know what I mean? She makes some plays. You know what I mean? How has it been like working with Mona, you know what I mean, throughout your career?
I haven't really had to directly work with Mona a lot. The season I came on, she was kind of like, I want to say like transitioning a little bit and just kind of like handing the show over in terms of, you know, the people running it to, you know, other people. So I would see her in passing and, you know, at like reunions and stuff like that. But I just really love what she has done for Black women. Like, we see so many Black women who have created like businesses and other opportunities just off of this show. And, you know, people, they love to say Love and Hip Hop is just like horrible, but look at how many millionaires it's produced. So,
Facts.
Hey,
Get your money up on
Hey.
that
Get
with
your money.
Mona, man.
she
Get
just
your
said
money
a
up.
mouthful.
For sure. What you think, Dom? You know what I'm saying?
I mean, always grateful to Mona. Like Mona is motivational. You know, like at the end of the day, like just to see a Black woman
period.
just take things that far. Like at one point, we was just like the #1 show in the country.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, so I feel like just to have that, just to do that, even not even that, like the things she's done, like hip hop wise, you know, that a lot of people probably don't even know.
Don't even know, yeah.
Yeah. So it's just always the boss and Mona that always like made me be like, oh, because I remember she told me, you need to do a hairline. I was like, I'm going to do a hairline. Mona said do a hairline. Like, this is what it is. So, you know, just to be able to just say I've been affiliated with a giant like Mona Scott, I'm grateful for that.
Absolutely.
sure.
I agree.
So how you been doing? Like, how is it? Have you still been filming? Because, you know, I ain't been filming in a while. So have you still, what's the last time you filmed and what went on?
So we ended the season, I think around April, and our last like scene was in Vegas. We did like a trip to Vegas. And
That budget, y'all got that budget.
I guess so. But yeah, filming hasn't started back up this season, which is always like, I always get like an anxious feeling. Like it always gives me anxiety when it's about to start because I'm like, oh gosh,
Here
what
we
the
go.
hell we doing?
What's going on this season?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I definitely get it.
yes.
That's what's up. What else you got up your sleeve? You working? You still recording? You working on music?
So I really, really, really for real have been locked in, and it's crazy because sometimes it takes like life changes for you to realize like, okay, I need to recenter, refocus, get back to it. And that's really where I've been at. You know, I got 3 kids now, and
Congratulations.
thank you, girl.
Absolutely.
Congratulations to you
Absolutely.
too.
Thank you.
It's a handful. So,
Mm-hmm.
you know, just like balancing, you know, being a mom, taking care of like my business, the physical business, and then like trying to hit the studio. Like it's a lot. So
Oh,
I've been
baby.
super busy.
For sure.
I know.
I know you know.
What is
And
it?
you got 3.
Yes.
So
But 1, 2, 3, you know what
it's
I'm
the
saying?
same thing. It's the
Yeah.
same. It's the same thought. It's the same. Always thinking about and worrying about. Is your kid okay while you're
Yep.
gone? While you're trying to provide and make a better life for them? It's definitely always
Absolutely.
I was
one.
gonna say, well, like, what is the struggle? What do you think is like the most difficult out of everything?
I think what she just
Time.
said, just worrying about if your kid is okay when you're gone, because obviously you gotta work. And when I had my first one, he would be right here, like he'll be in his little seat while I'm doing a podcast. Like, so when I started having more, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna have to like stop being so controlling and trust somebody. And so now I do feel like I have like a support system. I got a village. My mom is normally here in the city, and then I got a wonderful nanny. So you know,
You got a nanny?
I do.
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
I
That's
have to.
good.
I got. There are 4, 2, and 1.
Jesus.
Yes.
Okay. Mine is
Little
4 and 10
All
months.
under 5.
So you know the
I know.
struggle of
What?
having 2 little kids. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. It's a lot.
Yes,
So
very much.
how do y'all balance it? Because I know, like, with me, with having a 2 and then Sean, it's always still a thing where, oh, you're the mom. So it's still, believe me, I'm not bashing my husband. I'm
Of
not bashing
course.
men.
Oh, no,
but
I
it's
get it.
always a thing where it's like even with the 2 parents in the house, it's always a thing where you're the mom. So mostly everything is kind of really on you because
Absolutely.
you're the mom. Like he helps with everything. No, so I can't say that.
No, trust
but
me,
it's still.
I know exactly what
So
you're
how do
trying
you
to
deal
say
with it?
without
Like,
saying
how-
it.
Because
Yeah.
the nourishment, the kids want at that early age, they want their mama nourishment.
They do, but we're also responsible like
Everything.
for everything. So like if you know you being gone, if your husband is there, he's gonna be like, "Where's the Tylenol? Can you call the doctor tomorrow and make an appointment?" Like it's just small stuff that kind of like adds up that we got to do. You know what I'm saying? So even though you have like a second parent in the house that's very helpful, you still got to carry the majority of the load, and on top of that, you got to go to work too. still.
2.
So yeah, it's a lot.
Because at the end of the day, you could sit here and say like, "Oh no, you don't have to work. Your husband got you," or "You don't have to work. Your husband got you." But we're not those type of girls. You know, it don't matter how much money coming in. I still got to do what I want to do because, like, I look at it like Sean, NBA. Okay, he got plaques and pictures with the biggest and the best, Kobe and LeBron, all these. I have to show my kids things too to motivate them. It's not just about that. It's about both parents being equally yoked to be able to show the kid, if you want to go this way, you can go this way. You can be the greatest. You can go this way and be the greatest. You know what I'm saying?
How does he feel about you working a lot though?
He's supportive.
And see, that's great.
He's
You know
supportive.
That's
What about
great.
you?
Well, my situation is a lot different.
Yeah, I want to get into that. Like, I really want to get into like what's going on.
Well,
Oh, yeah.
It's crazy because you know how like again like the whole Love and Hip Hop thing, like we get into this internet stuff, people get to doing interviews and all this, and I will be the first to tell y'all, and this is very, very, very much exclusive, that I am putting all this shit into my project. So if you want to know anything about what's going on in my personal life, it is going to be in the music, because I am so sick of the internet shit. I'm so sick of, you know, them pulling a piece from your interview saying, "Oh, well, she said this, and then the mama said this, and then this person." I ain't got time for that shit. Like, I'm not going to do it at all.
Clicks and narratives.
It's clicks and narratives.
Well, I feel like with this, I feel like I really still want to talk about it though, Bambi. I still want to talk about it. Y'all doing a project, right? Drum, are you?
Yeah,
what's going on with the project? When is the project coming out? What's the name of the project?
Listen, we don't have no name. All we've
And
been
that's
doing,
fine.
all we've been doing is in there making songs.
That's right.
And so I just feel like I just gotta get back in that space, and then once we figure out that hey, we got enough to release this project, that's what we gonna do. And I just feel like a name will just come organically.
So how long you been rapping?
Like, for you mean like this go round or just?
Just
In
period.
general.
Like how long you just really
I
like
was
been
like
putting
doing
that
that before I got on Love Hip Hop. You
Okay.
probably don't know, but
I
a
didn't
lot
know.
of people didn't know. But even
Yeah.
before I got on Love Hip Hop, I actually used to work a lot with Drumma's brother. That was my boy in
What?
Same Way.
Man,
Yeah,
R.I.P.
man. So
R.I.P.
yeah, like you know, like I've been doing it for a long
A
time.
long time.
Yeah.
And bro-
So you
bro would
feel
tell
like
me that.
now is the time where you got a lot to say.
Yeah.
You really want to put it into the music.
Yeah, because, you know, like most of the time that I've been on Love and Hip Hop, they never really kind of focused in on the music. They never highlighted me as an artist. Of course, it was a lot going on, like a whole lot going on. And I took so much time not doing what I really wanted to do and just kind of getting sucked into that. And so now I'm like, you know what? Like,
It's the music.
I can't do it. Yeah, so it's definitely the music. And last year was a great season in terms of them kind of like highlighting and showcasing me as an artist.
Okay.
That was like the first season that they ever showed me like in the studio doing a music video, and people was like, "Oh my God, like I didn't even know you did music."
Right.
I'm like, "That's crazy." It's crazy.
But that's how Love and Hip Hop is, and
Yeah.
then you came on with it was like you didn't come on as an artist, so people we didn't really
Exactly.
know. We didn't really
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, but the music dope. Like, you know what I'm saying? When she first reached out, you know, I had already like kind of had an idea like what I had in my mind, but like when I heard the music, I was just like, man, this all you got to do is just speak what you're going through. You know what I'm saying, and deliver it in a way where you feel comfortable. Because at the end of the day, every artist got to perform. You know what I mean? So as long as you find that BPM, that tempo, you know what I mean, that you feel comfortable in, it's a wrap from there.
Period.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, I can't wait to hear it. And I'm excited to, because
Yeah.
Drum is good at what he do. We work
Absolutely.
all the time.
I know.
oh yeah, come
We
on,
kind of
man.
like, I don't know. I'm weird with music. It's kind of like I get writer's block.
Yeah.
I be in there
I
for
think- I feel like we
hours
all
writing
do.
one song. It be like
You
weird.
just need that vibe, man. I was
Yeah.
cafeteria
But I love
king.
coming over there and doing it at your house and not being at the studio, because I don't have to worry about Drum. Don't be caring. He probably be. I be like writing, and then I be like, I want to do this sound good, Drum. And they be like, Drumma gone. I be like,
Damn.
what? He gone. But he
That
come
big
right
pull
back
right
and
back,
jump
yeah.
right in and help. So I
No,
know y'all
love that.
vibe is
Yeah.
unmatched.
No,
I can't wait
it's
to
the
hear
same, because like I normally would write at home, but when I went to, you know, his spot, it actually kind of like forced me to start like writing like on the spot, because I would just take my time at home and then come up with something and then come back to the studio. So yeah, that was definitely
You know, just being able to
Different.
capture the moment, man. You know what I'm saying?
sure.
Whatever you thinking, whatever you feeling, bam, and then you can go upstairs, record it.
Yeah.
You know, definitely one stop shop. You know what I'm saying? So stay tuned for the new music. It's on the way.
definitely.
Hey, yeah, boy.
That part.
So where you shopping at, man? You know what I'm saying? You always fly. You know what I'm saying? I know you a lot
House
of
of
your gear
Shimmer.
might be sponsored. You know what I mean?
House
I
of
need to be a House of
Shimmer.
Shimmer.
You
Yeah,
do,
shout out
for
some of the
real.
spots you dipping in and out of, man.
You know, I ain't really like one of the girls that shop a lot. To be honest, I'm a true tomboy. I ain't gonna lie. I like to stay home. If somebody can go out and grab me something, that's fine. But
Okay.
I don't stay in the malls and the stores, and I don't know. It just ain't never been my vibe. Yeah.
You just get the drip. It just
it
come to
just-
the
And
door.
then you
It
from
just
Cali.
shimmers
You from
on me.
Cali,
Yes,
right? Okay, what part of Cali?
Compton.
Compton.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
I done rode through Compton
Have
one
you?
night.
Be careful, sister.
I ain't did no stopping now. I ain't say stop. I said I rolled through.
It honestly has not been. I can't really say, because
You
I
haven't
ain't
been out
really
there?
heard. I've been out there, but it be stuff going on. But it used to be real crazy, like when I was growing up, and I feel like it's kind of like settling. I don't know. I hate to say it. 'Cause
Would you
then
move
people-
back
Not necessarily to Compton, but
to LA maybe?
to LA, yeah, for sure. At
I
some
love
point,
LA.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we just left. Man,
Yeah.
Grammys.
LA. Oh yeah, LA.
See, I
always
gotta
a
do this
vibe.
to Drum. He gonna be mad. I said, 'Cause you gotta drop the interview now.
But y'all from Memphis,
Yep.
I have just noticed that like it's been so much like and y'all probably have known these artists for years and they probably been on the grind and been on the come up, so I don't want to say new, but it's just been like a wave of like Memphis people that's just like surfaced and I just love it.
Oh yeah,
Like,
it's been
for
overdue.
real.
It's been overdue.
It's been overdue, and it's been like a with Memphis, it's been like an overlooked thing. I feel like do you remember when I first got on Love and Hip Hop and they was like, she's so rough around the edges. But I was like, I wasn't ghetto. I was from Memphis though, and it was like only thing they had seen from Memphis prior to me was K Michelle. But K Michelle is a little more poised than me per se, I feel like, because she'll even say like, that's my little sister. She's a little much. But I've grown over the years from the first year of Love and Hip Hop.
Yeah.
But I feel like I wasn't rough around the edges. I was from Memphis. And they had never really experienced Memphis, like the inner depths of Memphis to that T.
So what would you think helped made you mature? Would you give any credit to Sean
Of
to
course.
to
I
having a
would.
husband?
But he from Memphis too. See, what y'all don't understand is Sean is something else. He from Memphis, but he know how to act because
Okay.
the NBA have kind of like
Yes.
refined him up. So I feel like he still let me be Memphis, but it gets on his nerves if I be doing too much, you know, acting too out, too loud, too snapping on anybody for no reason. Like I've learned how to control that.
Okay.
Because I don't want that to be an issue in my relationship. You know,
Period,
like I want to always be a lady and be classy, but don't try me. I'm on that type of time.
I hear
you know
that.
what I'm saying?
Same.
Like I don't
Yes.
want I don't want to be looking for a problem, but I just want to be
I feel like to her defense, like when you come on a show like Love and Hip Hop, you be real defensive
because
in
you
the
never
first
know
place.
what they bring
You
it
be
out.
always thinking everybody finna try you. Everything is
Yes.
shade. Like everything.
And you're not finna
so,
try me,
yeah.
try me on national TV.
Exactly.
Like, no, I can't go out like this. Like, I can't. But what about when we was like? What about when we was on?
Why-
Like,
why
why
did
was
I
we
just-
beefing?
Why
Now,
I just thought about that like a couple days.
I'm about
I was
to say
like,
now.
damn,
You gotta tell me what happened.
why
man.
was we? It was so weird.
It was very petty. First of all,
It was so awkward. I was like, I hope
was-
she knows that I really am not messing with him. Like, seriously.
But
Like,
it was
messing
crazy.
with who though? Who was
It was
Scrappy.
Because what
For
happened
real?
was we
They
had.
thought she was messing with Scrappy.
everybody thought I was messing with Scrappy because that's the way the story was made to be
Right.
done.
So we
Wow.
had broke up, and I was like, basically like on a date with somebody else. And then Don was like, "Oh well, Scrap texted me," and I was just like, "Oh," I'm like, "I'm on a date with somebody else," and then that's like typical Love and Hip Hop shit. Like, why would they even want her to be like, "Hey, like he
But no,
texted
listen,
me"?
in their defense, they didn't want me to do that. That's why I say I'm kind of misunderstood because, and you probably misunderstood because we from two different walks of life.
Right? Yeah.
I was saying it like on some shit where, so you ain't fucking with him no more. So that's why he over here trying to fuck with me. I was on some cool shit.
Oh,
like,
yeah, I
that's
didn't-
why
I
you
didn't take
get
that
it.
at that.
Because that's what you was expecting from me.
Right, yeah.
But really, I was on some, that's what that nigga on. He all trying to say, but he really hadn't, girl, it
Right.
wasn't even that.
Yeah, I was like,
it was story.
yeah, it
But
was.
I wanted to do it in a way where we could probably trip about it. But you was like on defense mode, in which
yes,
I understand.
I was.
I understand you was on defense mode because that's my nigga, but I'm out, bitch, and don't bring him up. Okay?
And
But I
then,
did.
like back then, it was so crazy for
It
me on
was.
that show because it was like shit was just coming at me from every angle.
Mm-hmm.
It was like I felt like I was always being placed in a position to be set up, like
Mm-hmm.
all the fucking time.
So sometimes delivery not understood.
Oh, it's not, and I guess that's your point. Like Memphis, and then I'm from Compton, so
You
we
thinking
got
like,
total.
bitch,
Yeah,
I don't care. Don't bring him up. But I'm thinking like, girl, that's why
Right.
he on my dick because he really was. It wasn't like that.
Right.
It was definitely TV. I'm glad we probably can like go past it.
Yeah, for
Because
sure.
it was definitely a TV moment.
Yes,
You
it
know what I'm
was,
saying? It was
yes.
funny now that I think back and look at it. It was hilarious.
It was
What
actually
about when we
real-
was
it was
internet
so-
beefing? It was too much.
We did. Internet beef too. No, for real. Why I be forgetting about all this shit? Because I feel
don't
like
be forgetting. It comes to me a lot.
it don't really be coming to me because I
Hey.
be having. Well, back then I used to have
See, this
so much
this-
going on.
going
This
on
what
on
we
the
wish
internet
my brothers
too.
could do, man. This is I just sit back and watch
Yes,
and be like, man,
everybody,
I
like,
wish my
talking
brothers
out.
could just you know, come
Yeah.
on
But
the
we
show.
don't really got to talk about that because we
You know
ain't had
what
no
I'm
problem.
saying? Yeah,
now,
it
it
wasn't
ain't
really
nothing
no-
like that. It's
yeah.
just funny to look back on it and see
Exactly.
how it was done and how it was on TV.
And now that you like have, well, I've been on. You were on there for a long time too. Like, how many years was you on there?
4, I think.
So after you've been on there a couple years, you start to realize like this is just some bullshit. Like
this
for
is
TV.
a different
Yeah.
thing. Yeah, you start getting smart and it's like,
Yeah.
okay, I'm not gonna give it that
Yeah.
much energy.
But them edits.
Oh,
It's
them
like nowhere
edits.
around
Them
the
edits.
edits. Like the edits will make you
Nowhere.
do something you ain't even did.
I'm
So it's
talking about,
like
for real, you got to be very
that shit
careful.
is crazy.
Yes.
But what about like how do you feel about the whole reality TV and the moms? Because you know I had my mama on there one season.
Oh, did you? Oh,
Yeah, she came on there this
yeah.
season. You came to the baby shower. She was on there this season.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. She
So
sure was. Yeah.
But how do you feel about that? Because your mama came on and Scrap's mom.
Yes.
And I bet that's just like weird.
It's a lot, especially when you are dealing with real family stuff. Like,
Exactly.
it's too much sometimes. I have to prep my mom before we film, and I have to say, Mom, like, we're not about to go crazy on here. And so I feel like I kind of stifle her a lot because she does have, like, a huge personality, and people really don't even know my mom's personality truly because I try to make her pipe down for TV. So I just don't want her to be one of those people.
It's like that when my mama was on there, I was like, if they really saw the real you and how you really are, not the teacher, Miss Chapman, like the real
Oh,
Miss
now I
Chapman that'll
remember for
cuss you
real.
out,
Yeah.
then
Yeah.
it'll be a different time and
but
place in
is
there.
your mom still a teacher?
No, not no more.
Oh,
She
okay.
retired now.
Okay. Because
She
I'm saying
retired
that's
now.
the thing too. Like, you know, she got her students and stuff that just saw her as a teacher.
Exactly.
And so she like, I
Exactly.
ain't trying to go on here. and be
It's a
crazy.
lot. It's a lot. How are you now with like Erica?
I don't have a relationship with her. I never did.
But I mean, like, it ain't no beef.
I've never had beef with her.
Because you
ever.
remember, like every season, it was always a back and forth thing, and then
yeah.
once it was like y'all got married, had kids, and it seemed like y'all kind of got in a good space.
Yeah, like they did this one little special, like the family reunion, and then, you know, I kind of had like a little conversation with her at that little family reunion thing. But after that, like it was never anything else.
Nothing. Yeah.
And then it's just like, you know.
It's weird with exes and baby
Yeah.
mamas and stuff.
Yeah, I guess so.
It is. Honestly, it's weird. I deal with it too. It's just weird.
Yeah.
It's just always not gonna be comfortable.
Right. And some people, you know, like I applaud the people who have like created a family out of like they exes and baby daddies and baby mamas. I'd be like, that's cool. Cause I don't know.
I don't think I'm that far yet.
Yeah.
Do you think you that far yet? Where you could like be at a Christmas function with Erica?
I think it all come down to money. You know what
You
I'm
think
saying?
money?
No,
I
but
think
like the money and the leadership, just having leadership, having
Leadership, for sure.
communication, being able to communicate with everybody and letting everybody know what it is and being truthful about what it is from the get go, so
Yeah.
everybody's on the same page.
No, that
you know what
leadership
I mean? And then
goes a
having the
long
money
way.
to provide for
everybody.
Yeah.
everybody. You know what I mean?
That's facts.
So,
But I feel like for me, like my kids had to have like a step parent or something. I would love to like have to deal with the stepmother
Instead of the daddy.
Yeah, because just as a woman, a mother, like in that person, I love my kids more than
anything.
more than the beef I would have with a nigga. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, ma'am, my kids are gonna be over here. Like they need to go to bed at this time. They need their medicine at this time. And then you can kind of get that vibe from a woman, and because the daddy they be like, oh, what time?
They don't do nothing. That goes back to the mom is
exactly.
the one in the
So
household.
yeah, I'm
really
dealing with step mommy shark. So yeah.
So you would love that.
I would absolutely. I mean, if somebody's taking care of my kid and
treating them right and nice to them,
why not? Why not?
I love that because
Yeah.
everybody ain't like that. Ain't no bitch gonna be around my baby. I don't give a fuck, bitch. Don't bring no bitch around my baby.
You have it.
You have it.
You got a lot of successful families that have it. You got a lot of unsuccessful. But I think it all balances. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, man, handle your business. Take care of your kids. You know what I mean? Salute to the kids one time.
Salute to the kids.
Salute to the kiddos.
Drumma, how many you got?
None.
You don't have any?
None. Zero.
I be asking her. I be like,
Not yet.
I'm ready
We
for
on there.
it's her nephew.
Hey, coming soon, man. Coming
soon. No rush, bro.
No, for sure.
Because it's like
Absolutely
it's life changing.
Oh yeah.
It's life changing.
Yeah.
So what you eating on, man? What you cooking? We always talk about food.
You be
What's some of
cooking,
your
baby,
favorite
Yeah, I
dishes?
be cooking everything.
She be
Really?
Yes, I will
whipping.
cook everything.
What's your favorite
Like,
go-to for yourself?
for myself, it's
Personally.
tacos. Like
Love tacos. I ate those last night.
Tuesday.
Yeah, Taco
That's
Tuesday
something
last
quick,
night.
Easy, tastes delicious, amazing, and it only take you a couple minutes.
So you do salmon tacos, beef
No,
tacos,
it's
chicken
only- I
tacos,
do
veggie
beef or
tacos.
steak.
Yeah,
Okay,
like
beef
ground
or
beef
steak.
or,
Okay.
some
Okay.
steak. I don't
For
do
sure.
all them. But right now, like I'm fasting, so I had did like a 30.
I was gonna ask you what kind of fast.
Well, I had did like this 32-day fast, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it was kind of like the Daniel fast, where it was just like I wasn't eating anything that wasn't like a natural thing, and I was only drinking water. I did it for 30 days, and I was so like focused. I even came to your studio one time when I was on that fast. This was like in, I think, early December.
Yeah.
So I fasted all the way through Christmas, which was crazy for me because, everything going on around you for Christmas. I'm cooking for the kids and making cookies and all kind of stuff. But anyway, so when I did that, I was like super focused and I had something to look forward to. As soon as I got off the fast, I just like spiraled, man. Like I started not really, being as organized as I was. So I was like, I need to pipe down and do another little fast. So I'm doing a 10-day fast now, and I'm on day 8. So,
what kind of results have you seen or felt within yourself that you've recognized
just
from fasting?
really like
Weight loss, or is it more of a mental cleanse, or
very much mental, just like clarity, like stuff that normally, like things just happening. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you just getting information that you don't have to look for. Like, it's crazy. Like, for real, when you really clear your mind and your space and everything around you, like, everything just seems to fall in place. Like, it's kind of crazy. Yeah.
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
I did one right before Christmas, like a no pork type thing.
Yeah.
I was like trying to start off with something small.
Good. Yeah.
But it did feel good to just like clean, no pork, no bread. That's what I
Okay.
did.
what's the hardest thing pork wise to not eat?
Bacon.
Yeah, I was gonna say
It's bacon for me. That's the only thing I do eat that's pork.
Bacon.
No turkey bacon.
It's I eat it, but it don't give me the same vibe.
It really don't.
It don't.
You want that applewood
We would
smoke?
eat cherry wood, apple wood. It don't matter.
Bacon.
Yeah.
Bacon. I love bacon. We eat bacon almost every morning. It's just
Dang,
not
for real?
good. It's just not good.
Inspirations for Bambi. What you grow up listening to, man? Talk to me. Coming out of Compton, you rapping in the game. I know you was maybe a Lady of Rage fan. You know what I mean? Maybe
absolutely.
EVE. What's talk to me?
So like all the old school females was just like, I used to look up to them like, oh my gosh, like, like MC Light, Queen Latifah, like all of them just like, they were just like amazing to me. But see, my brother, he's a little bit older and he was NWA out the game. And I can remember listening to that stuff when I was so young, and I still remember the songs to this day. Like if you put on a song, I just like know the shit. I'm like, how do I even know this song? Like, but for me personally, like when I really, really, really got into music, it was Jay-Z for me.
I love Jay-Z.
Yeah.
Reasonable Doubt, Jay-Z, where you
That
come
part.
in at?
Or
Was it
like
was
the
it you know?
Blueprint Jay-Z.
Yeah, or was it Blackout
So
Jay-Z?
you know, I started at like it was The Life and Times. It was Volume 2. That's when I tapped into it, and then I had to go back and be like, "Ooh, like okay." So, yeah,
He was something else. He's still something else.
yeah.
The
For
Grammy
sure.
performance.
Biggest rappers, men coming up in hip hop when you was coming up. Who was you looking up to? It was like your top 3 rappers coming up when you was in high school.
Ooh.
What you was rhyming? What you was
Okay, so this is
rhyming.
different because in where I'm from, if you turn on the radio right now, if you go to LA, which you was just in LA, all you gonna hear is some old school shit. Like it's old 90s.
Return of the Mac?
No, not that. It'll be like Pac, Dre, Snoop, like that kind of stuff on the radio still. So that's all I like when I get in the car right now, that's what I'm gonna listen to. I'll probably listen to some old Snoop or Tupac. So yeah, it was like that. Like we still listen to that shit.
Nah, for
So
sure.
like
It's legendary.
Come
it
on,
is.
man. We always riding the Snoop.
I was
Pac.
Always.
Pac like fanatic.
Where you
NWA.
Cried when he died.
Oh,
Ice
yeah.
Cube,
Like,
you know what I'm
literally
saying?
shit.
I'm fucking with Ice T. I'm
Yeah.
what all the
I'm
players.
telling you, next time you go to LA, just turn on the radio, and then you gonna hear some. If it's Friday, you gonna hear a Friday soundtrack with Ice Cube on there. Like for real, like all they play is old school '90s music. So
I love the
And
vibe
they playing that new man. Shout out to the real symbol out the Bay.
Oh,
you know what
no,
I'm
for
saying?
sure.
Going crazy.
I just saw
You know what I'm
him like
saying?
a couple months ago
boy
on Instagram
Problem.
doing the little freestyles and stuff. I was like, oh yeah, he is lit.
Yeah. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? R.I.P. Nipsey, man.
Yeah, for sure.
We was on that. What you got coming up, man? What you excited about? 2023. You know what I mean? You working on movies. You doing some acting. What you got up
I'm
your
doing
sleeve?
some acting, and then you had just kind of inspired me to hop back into like the modeling and the fashion and stuff.
Oh
so
yeah, I said,
I'm going to
man,
New
with
York
that
for
hype,
Fashion
man.
Week.
Come on, man. I know you
And
strutting some
yes.
stuff
I'm
somewhere.
about to be back on somebody's runway, and I'm
Yeah.
excited about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And just again, like the music, just allowing people to really hear my story from my perspective, and not something that's just like messy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm truly excited about that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Definitely a beautiful woman with height. I think you should utilize that more often. You know
Thank
what I mean?
you.
I'm going to say it publicly, man. Do your thing.
So you gonna be
Y'all
rocking
give
the
her a
runway.
check,
Yes, girl,
man.
I
Cut
can't
her
wait.
a
Oh,
check,
that's gonna
man.
be
can't
For
nice.
sure.
I'm
We need
excited
some
about
runway
that.
music to match
Yeah,
that, too.
absolutely.
So
Yeah.
we're going to put that in the
We
air.
need a runway bop.
Look, a runway bop, something to
Yeah.
come out on.
That's the
that
name of the
part.
song, Runway Bop.
Runway
Yes.
bop.
Yeah, stay tuned.
A walk. Yes. So, what's next? Like, cause I know you say you're gonna get into the music with what's going on with you,
Yeah.
which is fine. But I still want to know, like, what's going on with you and Scrappy? Like, is it y'all? Like, is it a separation? Is it a divorce? What's going on
we
at the
are
moment?
residing at the same residence.
Okay.
So, we're not separated.
Okay.
I mean,
Y'all working it out.
we're just,
Okay. That's good.
Yes.
I'm glad to hear that because I ain't wanted to being married and I know everything like how it is like just being married and
How
being
long
That's my dog.
5 years.
That's
5
my
years?
dog.
Okay.
man.
It was
Man,
5
hey.
years, October the 19th.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So I just know how it is. I know how it is being married, like, and then like being in the spotlight and being married, being known, like everybody be in your business. Sean, he know, like, don't play with me because I'm gonna find out. Like,
Right.
I'm gonna find
Oh,
out.
yes.
So I don't even have those
See,
problems.
I need a friend like you because I know if I be
I'm
like, hey,
here.
what's you gonna be like, bitch, hold on, this is their Instagram page right
Who is
here.
it? I know. I'm gonna find them. Okay. But I just feel like it's a lot to deal with, especially like that's different for me because he like athlete but rapper wise, I never really experienced like rapper wise, like wifed up baby mama type, wifey.
Yeah.
How is that? Like,
Well,
like
you
when
know,
you
I
go
ain't
to the
really-
shows and like stuff like that, do they be like getting on your nerves?
So I think this past last year, basically, when they were doing like that Millennium Tour, I think it was the first time I really experienced, like the fans like that from that world. Because normally it would just be Love and Hip Hop fans just kind of like coming up to both of us. And then on this tour, it was just like some fans, and they were like hardcore, Millennium fans. I'm like, oh shoot. I'm like, I might need to stay home today because y'all kind of doing the most. But yeah, I don't know. It's how I am. No, I just kind of like to play the back and go do your thing, and that's just that. But I don't know. Like I don't feel like it would be any different, like being married to somebody in a different profession for me personally, because I would still do the same thing. Like you said, I would still have to go work. I would still, same everything.
I don't think it'll be the same for me.
You don't think so? Why not?
Because my dude going out and have a show, and it's like I'm backstage, like looking, and the girls are like throwing the pussy away, and it's like don't even look that way because it's gonna be a problem.
Yeah.
It's kind of more of a tempting.
Yeah, no, it is.
Environment.
I mean, but you it's like the same thing. Like, so how can you know what I mean? If we got if we're both entertainers, and you entertain men and got men throwing dollars at you and this and that and whoop,
but I ain't no stripper no more.
Or whatever it is. Okay, you a rapper. Okay, you got guys goddamn at your shows and woo and just sniffing behind you everywhere you go. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
my husband could feel away.
Yeah,
if he was that type of dude.
Yeah. So I think it balances, especially once people see how professional you are.
Yeah,
you know what
and
I mean.
that's
Once
the
they
key,
really
though.
see like
Like,
how
just
you
being
move, because
professional.
everybody can move a certain type of way, especially behind closed doors. People think they can get away with things and this and that, but it still lives amongst your spirit. It still lives amongst your soul, and it's gonna be felt. Intuition is real. You know what I mean. But proof is the real deal. So intuition can still be wrong.
Well, I
You know
don't
what I mean?
Like
And
women,
sometimes
we got this.
you gotta
We have
you
something in
still
us.
have accountability, and you have to stand up on truth at some point.
Come on now.
So, you know what I mean?
You is preaching right now, ain't
Yeah,
you?
so it'll come back around at some point in
Yes.
time.
Always
It will show.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
I
So
definitely agree.
for sure.
Yes.
Well, I just want to know. Like, I just wanted to know. Like,
Yeah. No, I feel you though, because people. It is weird because people like, are they together? Are they not together? And
yeah, because I was hearing it in the air, and I was like, no, I don't think so. But I didn't know. Like, I just wanted to know. Like, if it was that, how do it get to a point to that where you feel like, oh, I'm sick of dealing with this.
Well, again, it's so much. I mean, I tell women all the time, and this ain't just from like my situation. I just tell women, like, listen, if it ain't it, it ain't it. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck if you got 10 kids, however many kids you got. That don't let that be the reason for anybody to stay in a relationship, a marriage, or anything, because your kids, they want to see you happy, whether it's without the person. So
I agree.
Man, my young niggas want to know, is it worth it?
Marriage.
Everybody want to know, is it worth it? That's the number one
marriage?
questions, man. Is it worth it? Marriage, like,
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
absolutely, it is.
Okay.
I love being married.
I'm going to be married.
Cause you hear all the negative.
You are married.
Yeah,
You know
I'm
what I
going
mean?
to be.
You hear so
You're gonna
much.
stay married.
I'm going to
Yeah.
be married, whether it's here or there.
But you hear so much negative about being married and this and that. Like, you hear, especially on the men's side, you hear men be like, "Don't do it."
Because you know why?
Hey, don't
Because
let it, you know.
they just,
a lot of people, but you hear negativity on the bad side of marriage. You hear it on relationships. You hear it on a lot of stuff because sometimes people make the wrong choice. So
Or move too soon, get
move
married too quickly.
soon. All that.
or
And
get
then
food.
look
yeah,
at
get food.
that part. That happens a lot. But when you
Mm-hmm.
look at like successful people and people that will give you an opportunity, and not like you per se, but just look at two men, and then a man who has like a family, had a wife, and you got kids. This person has a lot to lose. So
Mm-hmm.
even when it comes to like business opportunities, people will look at you like, okay, this man got a family, he got a wife, he got kids, whatever. So I think it really does have a lot of benefits. You know what I'm saying? In a sense. But some men just aren't ready for it, to be honest. And they just think it's gonna be something.
It's
that
like
it's really
going
not.
together. It's not. It's not going together.
It's
You're
definitely not.
married. It's
Yeah.
not. I'm not gonna deal with the same thing as your girlfriend as I would as your wife.
Right.
It's not gonna happen.
Yeah. And I feel like as long as you
And
go
if you-
into it with the same understanding and standards
But
and all
sometimes
that,
you can't never go into it because it kind of happen a little fast. But if you
That's
can get an understanding along the way, if they willing to kind of like work and bend, but if it's a nigga with this like, I ain't trying to be, you gonna have to deal with how I roll and all of that.
honey.
Oh, no, baby, go.
No. I got the little link in my bio, and you can tap into everything. The House of Shimmer, the Shimmer extensions. Yeah, I got all kind of stuff at the House of Shimmer. It's literally the House of Shimmer. We got
That's
everything.
what's up.
You got what are you get? Extensions.
I got clothes. I got hair extensions. I got hair products. Yeah.
Okay,
Bundles.
gotta come by
And
to
you
House
gotta
of
come by, and then,
Shimmer.
it's also like a hair salon in there, like in the
Okay.
back. So the girls, like, you buy your wig and then you go in the back and get it installed.
Oh,
So,
that's nice.
Yeah,
That's
I like
tight.
that.
yeah,
One stop shop
yeah. So
for the
one-stop
ladies.
shop.
You feel me?
What else
Y'all
you
support
got?
that.
Anything else working on? Okay, we know the music. We know House of Shimmer. What else can we get exclusive? Anything else? Movies, roles.
No, y'all got everything.
Okay,
Y'all
good.
got all the
Everything,
stuff.
all the tea.
Listen,
Yes.
man,
All
coming
the
to
tea.
a runway near
Yes, I'm
you.
excited about that. I'm be like, look at
Aw,
Bambi. I love models.
Yes.
Baby, walking.
Walk, you
I
turn
could
that
never
flow
do it.
up.
I'm so pigeon-toed. They'll laugh
Oh
at me
my
so
God.
bad. I will fall bad. I'm so
Hey,
clumsy.
listen, I got to do a beat for the runway, man. I'm gonna have some beats.
That'd
to
be
you. I'm gonna send
nice.
you
You
some of them.
Do one
We're
of them
gonna,
We're
we're gonna
techno.
fit them right in for you do your own runway. Have you done a fashion show?
I haven't.
For
And
y'all?
then all the girls at the store keep
So
asking
what are
me,
we
like, to do
doing?
a
Let's
fashion
put that
show.
together,
We
man.
good,
Y'all
right?
wanna
Yeah, we
y'all want a
good.
fashion show from
The
drop in the
Bam.
comments, drop in the comments,
We don't
drop
like
in the
that name.
What,
comments.
the band?
The Bam.
No, that actually people
That's
be,
a good mixtape now.
No,
Look,
people
you
be
know I be
thinking that
bam.
somebody else made that name up for me, but it was like,
It don't matter.
It's been
Somebody
me
else made up
since
that
the
piece.
beginning. Did they?
Yeah.
That's what
but
we're gonna
no,
call you for
it's
sure. We
the
been
Bam.
bam.
Not the biggest
The
and all that.
The
and all
Bam.
that.
The
The ain't no more.
Capital THE.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
love it.
you
Yes.
feel me?
I love it.
So stay tuned, man. Already, man. And like that, we are gone.
Season 2, Beauty and the Beats. Thank you, Bam.
Thank y'all for having me. This was fun.
Toes.
Yes, cheers.
Drum always doing the airplane and the
Hey.
music notes and
Yeah,
the
the
choir. I
conductor,
can't do
man.
I
that.
wish I was drinking some champagne with y'all next time. I gotta come back.
Next time.
You ain't pre-
You over there taking shots and shit,
I
man.
got
What
one
you-
shot. I need another
you-
one. Somebody give me a shot, please. Can
What?
somebody give me the bottle. Drum, you got to try this. This is really
I
good.
will, man. You over there. What's that? The
What's this-
McQueen? Let me see.
It is so good. But
What's
I
that? The
remember we
McQueen
had
and that
guests
Violet
on.
Fog. I've been.
Is it a vodka?
I've been.
It's a gin.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So my husband was telling me, he was like, the gin they gave you.
You
Ooh, it
taking
was
shots
so
of
good.
gin.
Wow.
Come on, Drum, take one. We know Bambi ain't taking
I
one.
know. As soon as I come off this fast, it's
Yeah.
gonna be
But
McQueen for
we
me.
gotta go somewhere when you come off the fast.
Okay, for sure.
Even when you on the
Absolutely.
fast, I don't care. you know.
Absolutely, man. Shout out to the other brands, man. We got V on the board. We got Bamboo Rum up here, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out
And
to
you
Bel
know,
Air.
my favorite
Live
is
at
the pink Bel Air. That's all I got in my
Yeah.
cup. It's here. It's
That
in the
rosé.
bag. Like I can't. I
That
love
rose.
it.
Y'all trying to get people lit up here.
Come
huh?
on, man. We live at the Bel Air
vibe.
headquarters, man. This is what we do, man. Okay, we got the
This is the
McQueen and
This
Violet
is-
Fog
Y'all,
gin. Y'all got me taking shots of gin. Woo.
y'all, I know it's not normal, but it's really so
It's going
good
down
and
from here.
smooth, and I feel so good.
It's
Like,
going downhill from here.
How was
that ain't
it?
that bad.
Is it good?
That ain't that bad.
It's real
Do
refreshing.
it have
Real
like a
smooth.
flavor to it, or it's just
It's
a
like
straight?
Real smooth.
It's like a ginseng
got that little-
type of.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it is citrusy.
Okay.
It has
You
21
should make yourself
botanicals in
like
it.
a signature
You
drink
feel
for
me?
the show.
Yeah,
with
we
that.
gonna next
I
time we
feel
come
like
on the
I just
show,
swallowed
Bambi,
some
you gave me this idea.
botanicals.
I gotta remember this. Next time we come on the show, we gonna have a dime piece drink out of this. This is some
Yeah,
good.
you got to mix that
What
with
is it
something
called
and make it
again?
like
McQueen and the Violet Frog.
Okay.
No,
maybe
this is good.
maybe some lemon and basil, lemon juice.
I gotta make a dime drink. It's gotta be
Yeah.
pink. It's gotta be flirty. But this is good. Straight up, it's good.
How do you make a pink colored?
You gotta add a little bit of
naturally.
like what is
It's
it
got to
like
be
the
strawberry.
Nah, it's like that little cherry stuff. If you'll put a little
But
bit
that's
in
a
there.
syrup. That's artificial.
Oh, okay.
So how we
want a
gonna how are we gonna
refreshing
make it? How are we gonna make it natural?
Natural. Oh, I don't know. That's
We're
You
gonna have to
come
have
up with
grapes,
the recipe.
maybe grapes and strawberries, and
I wanted to have a little pink tint to it.
yeah, probably some strawberries in.
Strawberry.
grape, strawberry,
lemon? I
and
don't know.
fritzer,
Yeah.
spritzer. What do they call it?
Cause strawberry lemonade is like pink, right?
Ooh, that would be a good one.
do
Like a little strawberry lemonade
Mm-hmm.
with a little hint of that.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
cute. Okay, I'm coming back just
You
for
gotta
that.
come back just
Yeah.
for that. Like,
You
For
feel
real.
I
me?
gotta name it something. I'm gonna come up with something.
Yeah, we got to get a juicer and infuse we come up with a few drinks for our guests.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
But
And
the-
in partnership with
The Rose Bel
our
Air
sovereign
is
brands.
always a vibe. I'm always popping the Rose Bel Air.
Yeah.
It's a vibe.
Yeah, Rose is one of my favorites. I like the brute.
You like the gold one though.
I like the brute, but I love the rose. The rose get you a look, you know what I mean?
How is that blue one? It looks so good.
It's refreshing.
The
It's
blue
like the
is
blue
like
one.
Jolly Rancher.
Really?
It's
See,
like
okay.
it's like candy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what it tastes like.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna try that one too.
Yeah, now we gotta get you some bottles, man. We
Yes.
definitely get your address, you know what I'm saying, or your PO box or whatever, you
For
know
sure.
what I'm saying. And we had that pack on the way, man.
Sounds good. Can't wait.
For sure. Hope you had a good time.
I'm
did.
excited
The
about
Bel Air
everything you
Headquarters.
got going on.
Super excited. Super
The
excited.
music.
Oh, and
Lots of
we ain't
shit.
playing with the music. You know what I'm saying? We
I
we
mean,
up
I
through
know.
there. You know what I'm saying?
That
We got some bops, man. We got some hood bangers.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And she telling a story, man. She got a story to tell. So I will say, you know, I'm here for that and helping you tell that story. We looking forward,
Appreciate
man,
it. Yeah.
because it's on the way.
On the way.
Thank you, Bam.
Thank y'all.
Like that.
Appreciate you.
Yes.
We gone.
Season 2, Beauty and the Beats.
Listen to this track,
Yeah.
bitch.